I struggle to keep sweet Arches alive so that I may find in him the knowledge and power of the Primos, and in doing so can find the answer I needed to bring myself, my people, to perfection, to regain the goodwill of the great goddess. Thank Athene that my followers continue my work while I tend to my master.
Could it be because we spared them when piranhas?
Embrace your death!
Is this where he conducts his torture?
You. I am past the point of much, but I can feel the warmth of Athene in you, strange one. Has my time come at last? I cannot see. I cannot see. I know the beckon comes, but I cannot even look upon you. I am beyond rescue. Anokatos kept me alive, and though I wished for death many times, I knew I had to live. Athene commanded it, for I spoke with her the day the gods struck us down for our folly. The day Anokatos hid my broken body and told the world I died. But I leave you not without a guide. Tell Sikandra she must remember her last day. She must.
Arches, I had always... He had died. He had died years ago when the gods rebuked him and our people. It was truth. Anokatos had him alive and tortured. I watched him die years before. All that was left of him was a circlet. A circlet. There was much he should have answered for in his lifetime. But what we saw in Nyxaros, he didn't deserve it. He didn't. Freeing them was a wise course of action. The slaves can be a useful distraction as we move through this place. Our last day. The day... Could it mean the last day that I saw him? The last day we spoke, before the Hyperion tragedy. He asked me to escort him through the wilds, to the shrines outside the city, the shrines of earth and air. He told me to remember them when times seem bleak. I thought nothing of it, but could he have known about this? About now? I once thought that faith was what would ruin my people, the thing that would distract them from their happiness. But I see now, it is apathy. To not care for our people, that is Anokatos' sin. As I thought it was our cases before him. But this is so much larger. Larger than I ever thought. An Arches. He always knew that I would be here. He must have always known. It is an ancient place high in the teeth of Naros. I do not understand its significance. But we need answers, not more riddles. Let us unravel this as quickly as we can. The fate of my people is at stake. I don't know why Arches spoke of this. Apparently, it's necessary for unsealing the Hyperion. But how? I was expecting answers from Nyxaros, and we're only getting more questions. Something is wrong. Anokatos wishes to destroy Idylla, but how close is he to his goal? The task is clear. We need to... Ah! My head! Can you feel it? Something is wrong. This magic... Anokatos has done something. We must return to the city. We might be too late. Something grave has happened. I can feel it in my body. I fear Anakatos may have accomplished his goal. Very well.
If only there were others akin to myself, holy ones, who are resolute and hold tightly to their faith. Or had I the means to create the people the gods truly wished for, so that we finally may raise the Hyperion and bring the befouled to their ends, we would do for Athene what she most certainly demands of the wretched.
By the magnificent graces of Athene, a city was built upon gloried heights. So stood Idylla in bountiful tribute, a colossal...
The city seems intact, but still, the henge has already become disrupted. Anakatos has sealed us from the city. It is only a matter of time before he finds a way to destroy Idylla. We must find what Arches spoke of, and quickly. Arches requested specifically that we go to the shrines of earth and air on the last day we spent together. There are two sites in the wilderness, touched by the gods, one in the peaks of the Teeth, and the other in its canyon. These were called the shrines of earth and air. I thought nothing of them, but Arches knew. He must have known this day would come, when we needed them. Yes, I was young, but a talented god. He asked me to escort him personally. Yes, the Hyperion was larger, more impressive, but these areas bore the same mysterious substance that the Hyperion was crafted from. We have never seen its like before. It must be some divine element. The gods use it then as a marker for us. I cannot say for sure, but there is more than coincidence here. That Arches showed these places to me, that he mentioned them as he died. But we have little else to act on, and with every moment the chance of Anakatos' calamity occurring grows greater. It rests in the teeth of Naros, but south of the Hyperion. The Shrine of Air is a holy site we found nestled in the highest peaks of the teeth of Naros. We found a stone there, the same material as that of the Hyperion itself. but we never knew why the gods left such a marker. It lays in the crags of the teeth of Naros, in the shadows of the great rocks. There is a stone there that resembles the Hyperion in its own way. We don't know why the spot was marked the way it was. Perhaps we will finally find out. Farewell. Beckoned. Thou hast gone. In all the years these shrines have rested here. Very well. These... I doubt that anyone has walked these halls since they were first shaped. I wonder if the words Arche spoke were true. I do not know for sure. When Arches came here with me years before, he said this of the Earth Shrine. The earth is dark and heavy, and dangers hide unseen. Accept the light in darkness, for it knows the way. A light in this gloom is welcome, but I would not wander too far off the path. It must be somewhere among the ancient stones. I can feel a powerful magic in this place. Can't you? It is heavy, like some huge burden. Farewell. Something feels strange, beckoned. When you harnessed the Earth Shrine, my limbs never held more strength. You look more whole, and I can feel the magic pouring through this land already. We must be close. The Hyperion waits. It waits in the higher peak. I don't know how easy this will become. I can only imagine that is what Arcais meant. But though I can say that much, I still do not know what we're dealing with. Come, if we need the Air Shrine to unlock the Hyperion, then we must go. Remarkable. It looked like the Hyperion in its own way. The gods, when they made the Hyperion, they must have left this as well. But it felt entirely different. Like if I touched it, I would suddenly collapse under my own weight. Be cautious in these lands. Finish this. Something feels... You look more whole. And be cautious in these lands. The path opens once more. To think that all this time we had the answer to the Hyperion below our feet. That our road to Anagatos forced us to solve this riddle seems more than coincidence. I cannot say for sure it is different from the Earth Shrine. This place is thin and cold, but I remember the words Arcais said. To harness the air, you must walk on the wind. Somehow this shrine will make that true. So it was the same as the Shrine of Earth, a marker for a hidden cave. What could it mean? Did the gods plan this so thoroughly? Farewell. can I do? The cipher is whole again. As are you. We can unseal the Hyperion that we might stop Anakatos. And we've done so much more. I thought this all was to bring Anakatos to his judgment, but I was wrong. There is much more at stake here. Communing with the Hyperion beneath the city. We have to stop him while we still can. How long have we left Anakatos to his task? And Idylla still rests. What is he doing? It was so much like the Earth Shrine, but different. When I got near, I felt so light as to be blown away. A hidden cavern. Then the shrine itself was not important at all. Not the stone, but what rested beneath it.
Very well.
Let us finish this. What is it? Let us finish this.
have finally come. For the good of my people. It is time we beckoned, met, and fulfilled our roles. Do you not see Athene's intent in this? Are you still blind as to your purpose and hers? I presume that Athene had only one true servant of her will, you. But I would show her that I could enact her goal of purging my people's wickedness. I came here to make the city fall. But when we parted, she began to speak to me, and me alone. For the first time in all these years. She brought you here in accordance with her wishes. But though you are beckoned, you are not singular. I was beckoned in turn. You can alter the fate of my people, but to do so, you need a conduit, an offering. And that is the part I have come to play. You know the crimes I've committed to be here. These are the failings of my race. But kill me. Shift my fate here, and you will change the course of my people forever. The Hyperion was left by the gods. With the cipher in the hands of the beckoned, it amplifies a specific kind of magic. That would be the magic you wield. The power to change fate. The Hyperion will take your magic and reflect it, affecting all my people simultaneously. So we must show the gods that the time has come. Kill me, and you show our savagery can be beaten. You were beckoned to this, and so am I. Feel Balin's embrace. You will die, beckoned. Feel my wrath. Witness my strength. You will die, beckoned. Witness my strength. It is the fate of my people. She has taught me much. Yeah. Once, but justice will be swift. Feel my wrath. Feel my wrath! Witness my strength! You will die, beckoned! my wrath! Witness my strength! Feel my wrath! Witness my strength! You will die, Beacon! Feel Balin's embrace!
You've done it. Anakatos has been killed. But that energy that came from you, it raised the Hyperion. Without its magic to support the structure, this whole temple is coming down. We need to get out of here. Be cautious in these lands.
It is done at last. The fate of Anakatos, the surrogate of all the Colossi savagery, has been shifted. And as his fate was shifted, so was the fate of all the Colossi. Gone is the taint of savagery and barbarism. Thy work for me has finished, Beckoned. Thou alone could do this, and as thou aided me, I am forever grateful. Thou hast freed this people. Thee, Anakatos, Arches, Beckoned, all. And the last, your faithful companion, Secondra. I beckon now. Her people need a leader for the glory that lies ahead. Secondra will be Primos.
Greetings, Beckoned. We made it. And you've seen what has happened. The Hyperion soars within our city. We can never thank you fully for your skill. You are fierce and quick as the Terex. It is only fitting that you should have armor to suit the likeness. Take this. You have given us so much. I see the compassion and the influence the gods have had in my people's lives. My life. All along. What Arches said to me on our last day together, what Athene said as we escaped the Hyperion Temple just now, these are no accidents. Your arrival, our meeting, Anakatos' betrayal and finding Arches, these events were crafted intent. I see that now. And as you were beckoned to save my people, now I am beckoned to lead them. But I don't know. I don't know if I can. She did. There is a legacy that I have left to fulfill, or so the goddess says. An old promise, but I mean to keep it. I've no doubt, for you have already shown us the path, Beckoned, and you will always have my thanks for that. Now, let us return to Idylla. Let us see the fruits of your labor. Very well.
What lies below is seen above. On this day, I see you. I am the Oracle of Idylla, Haladite, and I bear a message for you. It comes from the gods. With the Hyperion raised, my powers of divination are at their strongest. A new era comes. But as it does, the Marauders have worked grim magics that must be undone. One who is gifted with the insight of the gods enough to interpret their messages for those less holy. With the Hyperion raised, my power has expanded much in capacity, enough to see the gods challenge for you. Built into this city and these lands are circles of sacrifice made by the Marauders and the fallen of our kind. They are an affront to our gods. My insights show that should the guardians of these circles be killed, the gods will leave great rewards for the ones that will help. Your abilities are great, and so is the reward offered. Face the first circle, the altar of doubt. You will locate a There are 3. Return to me after you make a sacrifice at a friend to the oracles. He kept the traditions of our people strong. But it might have been because he did not hear the gods as clearly. From a very young age, I understood things not clear to others. As I aged, I was offered guidance by our spiritual leaders, training my mind to accept the messages of the gods. This is how I am able to divine information to our people. Our gods have not forsaken us, as you have shown. The time of their absence in our lives is over. Do not doubt it. Our city in the sky is home to me. I have walked these beautiful stones ever since I was just a little girl. We were chosen by the gods to shepherd their greatness throughout all of Amalur, but you will start us on that journey.
They are colossi who have regressed beyond the point of saving. They seek savagery and oblivion only. Oracles divine the meanings of messages or visions from the gods. Anakatos did not ask for my service. But with him gone, I am free to resume my duty. The altar of doubt is your first step in the journey. We must have faith in that which we cannot see or know, to truly start to trust in our gods. Good day.
Hark! That face! So soft and flush. It is none other. The hero of the festival. The harbinger of joy. The beckoned has come in my hour of need. I'm preparing for a production of my latest masterpiece, The Humbled. With the city in revelry, there is no better time to launch the show. But I have been struggling to cast the performance. And it would be beyond sacrilege for me to do so when you are so close. Please, will you channel your divinity and tell me who Athene would have play my characters? I expected no less from the beckoned. I have narrowed my list of candidates to 3 performers. They are all of splendid tragedy and quality, but I shall require you to cast them in the proper roles. Their names are Rhode, Ariope, and Zotigus. Seek them out, and take this manuscript. It contains all the information you need to cast the play. He was my mentor. I apprenticed as a tragedian under Andronikos. I sharpened his quills, blotted his parchment, and here I am today. I had written a piece for him, The Unanswered. Unfinished, but unplayable. It was too bitter. A greater subject for my work I cannot think of. How intricate my people are, with their vulnerabilities and strengths. I was a tragedian before I became the master playwright I am today, studying under Andronikos himself. No one knows more than I do about literature and colossi theater, except perhaps for Master Andronikos, but he is, unfortunately, no longer with us. I despair that he will never see the productions I have written since his passing. Despite all I have accomplished, I feel that I'm still working to crawl out from under his shadow. Perhaps with my newest play, The Humbled, I can finally do so. The fine establishment you see here is the Theatre of Andronikos. We tragedians and our loyal audience are the cultural center of Idylla. Questions of ethics, morals, and cultivation are explored through the metaphor of my plays. Entire worlds are created and destroyed on that stage behind me. Farewell.
I can't believe it. After all this time, I finally made it here. And you did as well. We've reached the teeth of Naros. When I heard the cave-in, I thought that was the end of me. But here we are. Can't really say it was a success, can we? Cash ran off, and Sferi... But they knew the risks. We all did. Well, my wound's not exactly healed right. Not sure if I'm stuck with a limp for the rest of my life, but better this than the alternative. I've seen them. They're so close to stone, but they move like flesh. I haven't dared go any closer. When the wound heals, maybe then I'll try to make contact. But I'll wait for now. I can't believe this place. I've walked the dunes of Detir and the jungles of Cluricon, but I've never felt so small before. Crawled, more or less. When I figured you weren't coming back, I thought that cave would become my tomb. But then I remembered that health potion you gave me. Saved my life. Couldn't help with the limp, but it gave me the strength I needed. I finally made it through the rubble and got my way here. Can you believe it? The giants are real. The city really does float. If only we could visit it. The Colossi. Is that what those giants are called? No. I've not gone near them. Nearly took my life to get here. Didn't see the point in getting myself killed already. What? You have? You must have some incredible stories. Tell me of your adventure. What happened here? I'm all ears. It was good to see you. Fascinating. All of it. This will make a grand tale. A grand story indeed. I've taken it upon myself to come up with a proper record of these lands. And you've given me a great start. Plenty of time to ruminate and write, with my wound and all. Here's the first draft of my work. What do you think? I've thought about it. When I get better, I'm going to walk these lands, see as much as I can, and when I'm through, I'll write it all down. The world should know the wonders of this place, so I'll make sure I'll write it all down. So soon? Very well.
Please.
I hope Idilla is to your liking, Beckoned. So you speak for him. Excellent. I was not aware he knew the Beckoned. Shall I audition now? Success! The might of giants will never compare to Athene's grace, esteem, and judgment ever fair. My, how grand that was! I've never felt so well with him before. The, time has come. Tomorrow we ride. To where do we ride? That is a good question. Let us, well, sleep on it. That was probably my best portrayal of him, I won't lie. Come at me, hero, and taste the sting of my blade. You mislead our people, I will end your crusade. A few kinks in that reed, I know, but I can work it out before the show easily enough. I'm sure the Beckoned is a decider worthy of his station. I am not blind to the fact that our city has a troubled past. There is little we tragedians can do about it save continue to perform for our audiences. This is as much a temple as a theater, erected in the honor of the craft. There is no greater celebration of plays in all of Amalur. I have a sprawling range as a tragedian, I assure you, but I require the chance to prove it. Perhaps the humbled is my great opportunity. Enjoy the...
You are the Beckoned. How are you finding our wondrous city? I am a tragedian of several years. I've often been cast as the villain, and I'm rather ashamed to find myself comfortable in such a role. Of course, you must exercise all of yourself to attain true strength. I long to try other roles, but I am unsure where to start. Stratton loves this place. I think he has some qualms with living up to his forebearer, Andronikos, but he still tries. While these halls are to serve as a home for all forms of the art of stage, tragedy is what usually abounds here. There are a few of us that devote ourselves to the art, mostly just the ones you see milling around here listlessly. I knew he was considering it. Very well. What role am I reading for? They shall look to me, and they will ask what will happen to the Myru of tomorrow. And I shall tell them... I shall tell them... Well, you get the idea at any rate. That was about what I expected. Destroy your adversary, hero. Split his head, like a melon in the sun, until he is dead. Dead! Yes, that rhymes. I've done it so many times. How could I have forgotten? Bow down, you pious ones. Your gods have left you weak. You clap on chains of faith, deserved by the meek. Rather fun, I must say. Wonderful. You honor us with your presence.
You must be the Beacon. Astonishing. I did not expect you to be so diminutive. It's a great accomplishment, to be sure, but I think that my people often forget that we are the project of the gods, not this city. That is why I focus on theater. Rather than focusing on the city, we should be focusing on ourselves. In truth, I find the tragedies we've made recently to be rather dreary. I prefer satires myself. The Humbled seems an interesting production. There is an opportunity for much if some of the tone is changed. Athene is the goddess of wisdom, but she is also a goddess of art. We must appease this aspect of her nature, as it does not involve true might. The profundity of theatre is lost on my brethren, but the spectacle is still enjoyed. Oh, I am well aware. You speak for him, Beckoned? Has he made a decision regarding our roles? Or shall I be auditioning now?
You are a large adversary. You are very tall, but you are weak, feeble. When I, strike you, you bawl.
Sorry, I'm so used to playing the character, I never actually auditioned it before.
More wine, more meat, more ale. I've nothing left but slop. And bring it in soon, bring it raw, with bread to sup.
That came rather easily. Who'd have thought? Let me see. How does this one go again? Yes.
You shall pay for your bravado.
When I catch you, I shall inflict
such vitriol that you will sink in shame.
Does that rhyme? I guess, well, I could probably come up with something better after a few weeks' practice. Take your time with the decision, Beckoned. Enjoy your stay.
Please.
The Beckoned has come.
You'll find the tragedians here, in the theater. Excellent. Who have you cast in the role of the hero? Very well. And what about the role of the villain? I would have done the same. Excellent. What about the role of the Jotun? An interesting choice. I believe that completes the cast. Thank you for all you have done, Beckoned. Well. Yes? Beckoned, you're here! You cast the production wonderfully. Please, take this, just a small token of my appreciation. Though, I do have a final favor to ask of you. My narrator has failed to appear for her part. You must perform the final scene with me in her stead. When you hear the cue for the messenger, head onto the stage. Quickly, read the end of the manuscript I gave you. The messenger simply imparts the ending of the story to the audience. Remember, the play is largely improvisational. Just speak with the knowledge you have of our people. As the Beckoned, you are sure to succeed in this. Oh well. Send! There you are. What word do you bring? What of the hero and the stalwart Jotun? What? We cannot all choose our roles in life, Messenger. Nor can we control the delivery of things as much as we'd like. What has happened to the Jotun? Wonderful! I had no doubt the great hero would come back to us, but I am glad the stalwart Jotun has survived. Did the hero have anything else to say? What was that? You say what then? What should we be called? The Colossi, you say? Oh, it is a good name. It sounds of a boulder crushing our enemies. Very well. We should go, Messenger. Tomorrow is a new day for us all. Had me worried, but we managed to salvage the performance. As the beckoned, you should, regardless, take this ring as a token of my appreciation. You've earned it. Farewell. Yes? I hope you find.
The justice you have brought to the altar of doubt pleases the gods. They have graced me with a vision of where to claim your due. Once you retrieve your reward, you will be able to move on to the next sacrifice, at the altar of betrayal. Speak with me once more when you have made another sacrifice, and I will divine the location of another reward. The altar of betrayal is the second step in the journey. If one is not loyal to their beliefs, they will not have the strength to defend themselves. Be well. This night. The gods smile once more. They have another reward left for your troubles, and I have divined its location. Once you retrieve your reward, you will be able to move on to the last of these heinous circles, the altar of regression. Speak with me again when you have purged these foul magics, for the gods will make the location of their true gift known. The sacrificial altar of regression. From faith stems loyalty. Be well this. Thank you for your dedication. The gods have divined the location of the final gift to me. You have proved your faith and loyalty to us, and derived great wisdom from these trials. Collect this last, rare item, and be at ease. The old ways have been treated with reverence due. Until we meet again,